Hello, Internet. Welcome to tonight's episode of the Tales of the Valiant. As you can see, the cameras and stuff got a little changed up. So we're going to be doing this live because I messed around with them before people jumped in. So we're just going to do this little move right here. Going to move you. Okay, you're good. Noir's a little cut off. We're going to fix that right now. Stop freaking out, Noir. Noir, stop freaking out. Noir,
I
calm down.
don't know what's going on, man. I just sat here and everything went like
Stop it.
Stop making me laugh. I'm trying to adjust your window.
I'm sorry, dude.
My
Wow, that was
God.
so loud.
Yeah, the fuck?
What do you want me to do, man? I'm sorry.
So anyway, hi everyone, and welcome to tonight's starting out strong episode of the Tales of the Valiant. I'm going to keep adjusting, but I can begin with our little pre-show announcements. First off, as you might notice, I am not wearing my full chronicler outfit. In fact, I'm wearing the Boule-Aid Man. The Boule-Aid Man, along with a pissing picture of Marosha and some stickers and a mouse pad. Basically, there's a bunch of stuff on our merch store. You're not a streamer unless you have tech issues. This is true. Also, hi, Jonathan. You can check out our merch store for all of your Crit Hit Chronicles swag. We are going to keep adding stuff as we go, so if it looks a little barren, don't judge me. I'm working on it. But no, for real, these shirts are super comfortable, and I'm super happy with them. Also, the picture of Marosha pissing is still, I think, one of my favorite things. So go and check it out. Also, a couple of updates on the Kobold Press side of things. First off, the Game Master's Guide for Tales of the Valiant is available now. Scrolling through the chat, you will see a link that will take you to the Kobold Press store. If you go there and pick up anything, it will help this channel, but also support Kobold Press. This is a sponsored stream of Kobold Press. Huge thank you to you wonderful kobolds for allowing us to play this game and for supporting us. But yes, the Game Master's Guide is available now. It's got a whole bunch of tools and tricks for you to run your own TOV game at home. In addition to that, the Kickstarter for the first adventure path and lore book and setting document for Tales of the Valiant, Enter the Labyrinth, is live. It is already funded like crazy, which is fantastic, but it is going to delve into some multiversal travel. So if that interests you, by all means, there's going to be another link going through the chat that you can go ahead and click, and that'll take you directly to the Kickstarter page. Go and pick it up. Kobold Press produces quality 5e amazing stuff. So go support them. We love them very much. Thank you so much to Kobold Press for sponsoring tonight's stream. I'm trying. One last little thing. If you're a fan of horror games, this Sunday is going to begin the first horror miniseries that is going to take place on this channel with Whispers of Sarah. We're playing Kids on Bikes, so definitely check that out as well. But before we get into tonight's game, let's go around and introduce our players. Let's start with LB.
Hello, everybody. I'm LB Hackemup. I'm playing Gavel. He is a human monk.
All right. And we'll skip Ian for the moment because Ian's mouth is full. Hey, Noir.
Yeah, I'm ready this time. What's up, everybody? I'm Noir, and today I'm playing Cybal.
Look at you.
Boom!
So
That's
proud
it,
of
folks.
you.
That's what I came here for. I'm out.
Cool. Great. That was it, guys. He won Tales of the Valiant. I think that's the end of the game. Up next, we've got Erin.
Hi, I'm Erin My Laundry. I'm the party mom, and I'm also struggling in real life as a mom. Ayo. Oh, I should probably say her name. It's Maris. I don't forget.
What?
Shots fired?
What the fuck was that?
That was for last week and my emotions, okay?
Legitimately, the first, I think, 10 minutes of last week was us roasting Noir because he forgot his character's name. We've only been playing this game for a while. It's fine. And then lastly, but certainly not leastly, we have Ian.
Hey everybody, I'm Ian, or your boy Big everywhere else. I'm playing Marosha, the half orc fighter.
Oh, it's the best.
This peach cobbler is thick.
Oh,
let me tell you.
Rub it in.
It's so good.
Jonathan, what are you? Never mind. No, I shouldn't. I should just key out the chat. When last we left our intrepid heroes, they had uncovered the cult's plot in the town of Sevadura, a cult to She Who Hungers, a mysterious spiritual being that they were trying to summon into the material plane. After foiling their plot through the clever use of piss on Marosha's part, the party had a chance to relax. However, after a teeny bit of time, a couple of strange things happened. One, a mysterious boom had echoed out from the eastern part of the world. And with it, it had created a massive tidal wave originating from the kingdom of Lothorn. Just before this boom, a mysterious elf, younger, bearing an old tome, had appeared in the town of Sevadura moments before. Our adventurers all split off to find safety. However, Cybal saw that there was an armada of his father's ships along the Thessalon Ocean who were going to be assaulted by this tidal wave. Flying in, using his suit and doing his best to secure the ship, the majority of the Iadrathaean ships were all sunk, save for his father's. After they had made landfall, Cybal had rejoined with the group to find out that this mysterious elf that Marosha, Gavel, and Maris had been guarding was from the kingdom of Lothorn, the sworn enemy of his family and of the Queen of Iadrathae. He bore with him an old tome that, upon some investigation, had some divination magics attached to it, and it was said to be written in the language of the divinity. Cybal, standing by his family's honor, had sworn that this elf named Averin should be brought to his father. Marosha and Maris had made their points known that they would staunchly defend Averin from Cybal's attempts to bring him in, to arrest him, to kill him, to bring any harm. And Cybal had then left Izzy's tower, presumably to go and find his father. And that is where we left off. So first, I would like to focus on the group that is still inside Izzy's tower. So we have Gavel, Marosha, Maris, Izzy, the rune master of Sevadura, and Averin, the small elf with poofy white hair, with long ears that sort of droop down, and he's got the old tome that is about as big as his chest sitting on the table in front of him. The page that it is turned to is the one of a mural of something looking upon the kingdom of Lothorn. What do you guys do?
I think like after that, like shit, the fuck.
You're good.
I'm sorry. After
some
that,
Kool-Aid.
That
right?
peach cobbler is whooping your ass.
It's kicking my ass. Let me tell you something. After that entire like interaction with Cybal leaving and all of that, I think Marosha just goes and sits down. He doesn't say anything. There's no like big to do. He goes and he sits down and he just kind of just, well, what next?
Do we wait for Cybal to come back?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Why?
Because they're family? We'd wait for you.
All the more reason not to wait for him. He didn't go out for a drink. Didn't go to run an errand. He left. Let him go.
Right, it's not like we have to be any place. Where would we go?
I could figure. I could be someplace.
Well, then go.
My feet hurt. I'm tired.
Then don't go. I don't understand what's happening here. Are you
How did
throwing
this
a
turn to
fit?
me? No, I'm not. You guys, no. Like, what? I don't care that he left. Not in this regard.
All right. Can we glean anything from the book or not?
Sort of. I'm just an apprentice. I'm not an accomplished mage like my master, but I can definitely feel some divination. And there are a couple of pages in this book that sort of strangely resemble stuff that's happened already, and it's sort of it leads me to believe that this is sort of how things are supposed to go, to maybe prevent something, to start. I don't know, but it's kind of the most I've got. My master was good at reading this book. He sort of kept it around with him, but he wouldn't really let me ever touch it. So
Right, so your master sent you off, if I'm understanding correctly. I know I've been quite quiet, but I was thinking. Your master sent you off to when the explosion happened, right?
yeah, it was right before his tower was destroyed.
Was this an attack or a defense mechanism?
It was an attack.
All right.
We were being invaded by Iadrathe.
Right. So why did they send you to Iadrathe then?
I don't know that was necessarily his plan. I think he simply meant to send me someplace where I might be able to find help, and well, I ended up here.
Mm-hmm.
I think his goal was just to send me as far away as he could, in hopes that I'd be able to sort out whatever I need to sort out.
And what is it you need to sort out?
I don't really know yet. I was sort of hoping to find somebody who could help me figure that out.
Okay.
As you're having this conversation, Captain, the small little golden spirit on Maris's shoulder, finally emerges after a few hours of shivering in a ball, and slowly sort of peeks their head out from under Maris's collar and looks directly at the book.
What is it, little guy? What do you see? You wanna go read the book, don't you? You wanna read the book. Oh wait, hold on. You know what?
Oh no.
Got it.
It sounded like you just grabbed a wind chime.
No, it's a 3D print. You wanna read
I
the
thought you grabbed like keys.
book.
You want the keys?
Yeah. This little guy.
You want to play
This
with the
little
keys?
guy. Oh shit. This little guy wants to read the book, don't you, buddy? Okay, come on. What are you looking at? I'm gonna try to see what they're so interested in. They were very inquisitive, I've noticed, during my short friendship. So
Yeah. He hops down onto the table and slowly approaches the book. And as he does, the book itself, to Marosha, starts to shimmer ever so slightly. Like the pages get this sort of sparkle.
Is it as the closer as Captain get to it?
Yeah.
Like, okay. I sit and watch.
Okay. Captain, can you hear my dog barking? Just want a teeny bit. Okay. It's fine. Teddy barks at leaves. It's fine. Captain approaches the book, and as he slowly reaches out his teeny little hand to touch one of the pages, there's this golden flash, and you all watch as the words written in a script that is more geometric shapes than anything else slowly change. And the text reads, "The end will come from the east. The end will come to claim what is theirs. Should the end come, all will be plunged into darkness. Beware the end. Keep them alive." And that is where the page ends. Upon that contact and upon that golden shimmer, Captain looks a little bit bigger. Just a little, nothing crazy. But instead of just these two floppy ears, these two teeny little beady eyes, and a somewhat stitch-looking body, he looks like he's grown maybe an inch. There's a teeny little tuft of what looks like some sort of hair just sort of protruding from their forehead, kind of hangs down just a little bit. And just sort of looks up at Maris, almost half expectantly, half with a confused look, just like, "Whoa."
Do you grow with knowledge, or just over time you have? Is this a growth spurt? That's about as helpful as my kids when I ask them to. Okay. Well,
he excitedly crawls back up your arm and rests on your shoulder.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm making a you grew joke.
Oh my god. I love that Maris is such a mom.
I'll feed him a little bit of granola. Seriously, we need to go get Cybal.
He's an adult. He can handle himself.
Oh.
I'll go get him then. Jeez.
I don't think that's the best idea.
I don't think you're the best idea, Marosha.
In some cases, I'm not. But I'm always a good time.
Look, if any of us should go speak to him, then I should. But I don't think that is what he wants or needs right now, and we need to take that into account.
What are we to speak to him about?
Well, he seemed upset. He was upset, right?
Yes.
Izzy will trudge back up the stairs to the level that you guys are at and to say, "Yeah, he isn't really doing so well. He doesn't really feel, well, I don't know. I'm worried about him. And if you guys care at all, could you at least check on him for me? I know Maris already is."
No.
Yes, Izzy. Yes, sweetheart. Come over here by the fire. Get nice and comfortable. Are you hungry? Marosha, feed her.
Wait, sit down, sweetheart. I'll make some pancakes. What is so hard to understand?
I understand. I see what's happening in the room right now, and I have the wherewithal as a human to understand social situations. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to go speak with him. That way everyone's happy. All right?
Good, we'll go together.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I think maybe I should go by myself. But she's obviously very upset. Look at her. She needs someone to look after her.
Is that true, Izzy? Are you upset?
I don't know. There's a big tidal wave, and now the guy, I don't know. It's fine.
Marosha makes the best pancakes. It'll turn any frown upside down.
This is true. Before you all go, let's think about this, okay? As he's putting flour in a bowl. Like he's getting.
Marosha.
He's got the
Marosha.
Bisquick.
I need to ask you a question, Marosha.
What?
Do you trust me?
Whew, that's a loaded question. Just yes, I trust you, Gavel. But just 1 second. Let me make a point. Okay. What is Cybal's major problem? Don't answer that. I will. They have a hard time seeing how great they are, right? They got this big brain on them. They have all of this talent to create these wonderful things and figure out all of these problems. But for some reason, the weight of that boy's father holds true. Now, I get it. A son and his dad, it's a thing. But at a certain point, you have to realize when somebody is not worth the salt. Okay? And if we keep going after him, if we keep babying him, he's never going to figure this out on his own. This is his moment to do that, to go back to his father, to do whatever it is he's going to say, and then realize that it's still not enough. We can't be running after him every time. But we can be here when he comes back. Now, do you guys want some of these, or am I just making it for one person?
I believe we may have lost LB. Hopefully the weather is being nice and kind.
Hurricane be hurricaning.
Much love to LB. Please be safe. Please keep us posted. If you can join back up, great. If not, you need to shelter, please do that. We are going to cut to Cybal. You are meandering through the streets. There's debris everywhere. Homes are destroyed. Buildings are reduced to rubble. You see several silver spears throughout the town, organizing and supporting the best that they can. Where do you go? What do you do?
I'm going to for wherever my father is staying. Like wherever whatever temporary headquarters they've made here. That's I'm making a beeline there.
Okay. You come across what's left of the town barracks. This building is stone. There's still, I mean, the majority of everything on the street has sort of been upended, so there's still pieces of carts and crates and food and clothes just sort of everywhere in the street. But it looks like this building was one of the first to be cleaned up. You can see several silver spears sort of coming and going. There are a couple that you recognize as being higher rank, close attendants to your father. And you can see among them that Jasper Kingsman, the general of the Eadrathe army, is sitting with several units in front of him, and he's giving orders. You take the east wing. There should be a group of several people.
Uncle Jasper, hello. Hi.
Dismissed, and he gestures to the soldiers, who immediately take off to go and support the townspeople. Yes, Cybal.
Might I ask you for the location of my father? I have grand news that will surely earn quite a bit of favor.
Right this way. And he leads you inside to where you spot Jasper, your father, sitting behind a large desk. And he looks like he's writing a message out. But his eyes perk up.
Father, I have glorious news. Prepare a place for me by your side, because I do believe that I have earned my birthright today.
And how is that, Cybal Kingsman?
I hear the doubt, and it is good to be skeptical. I am skeptical as well. What would you say if I were to tell you that I have located a high-ranking member of our opposition in possession of a book holding words of divinity?
Yeah, his brow kind of furrows, and he shakes his head, like you just sort of said something in a completely different language. I'm sorry, what?
A member of our enemy forces. I've located them. In their possession, they hold a book of unspeakable power, one that appeared to have predicted the very tragedy that befell our army or our navy today. I can tell you where they are. I know where they are, and all I ask is that you prepare a spot for me by your side.
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh, buddy. The die finna tell a story today. Oh, God, what happened? 1 second.
No Xbox for the rest of his life. I see you in the chat, Erin.
So mad.
Am I getting grounded?
So
You are when I find out about what you've done, yes, you're absolutely grounded.
Cybal last name.
Oh my god. I do want to put Gavel last name on a shirt.
Yeah.
That killed me.
Okay. So sorry for the wait. Persuasion. Oh boy, I'm not good at that. Here we go. Oh no, that's perception. Shoot. Curse my dyslexia. 17. That's bad. That's okay. I'll take it. 17.
Okay. He says, where is this individual? Where is this book?
Well, Father, I've learned well enough from you and your teachings not to give away an advantage when I have it. I will need certain guarantees, namely that I get to claim my birthright, and that this test of my armor is finished, and that I get to fight alongside you.
You are dangling a vital piece of intelligence, information about our enemy, and you are choosing to bargain instead of be honorable and offer it first.
Well, Father, no disrespect, but it would only be honorable that I would receive my birthright, no matter how I am. But you have chosen to abstain from honor in this regard, and so shall I.
Very well. Upon a successful retrieval of this enemy agent and this book, and once your information is confirmed to be good, you'll be escorted to Sarenholm, where you can swear your vows to our queen in person. You will join the Iadrathe military at my side, and you will serve valiantly.
That's fine.
This I swear by our name.
Okay. I will have our enemy apprehended in your custody by dusk tomorrow. I may need a few of your men, and they're with some friends of mine, and I just need to make sure that we don't hurt them. Please.
They're harboring a fugitive of Lothorn.
No. That it's a misunderstanding. I mean, they don't understand.
What do you mean they don't understand?
they don't really follow politics.
I'm going to need a deception check from you.
Oh no.
I mean, he's not wrong. Don't really follow politics.
It's true, but that was not the source of the argument.
That's
True.
a 2.
Boy, you will... How do I say this politely? Your companions are knowingly harboring a fugitive of Lothorn. If they will not submit this agent to our care, to face justice for his crimes, then they will be considered fugitives and criminals just as well.
Father, I need you to listen
No,
to reason.
this time I need you to listen to me. And he says this as he stands. It is not that I doubt your abilities. Had I listened to your information upon the sea, then perhaps things could have gone differently. I recognize and I admit that, as a general and as a father. But what you are telling me is that you have a key item of Lothorn make, somewhere whisked away, and your companions refuse to let him face justice for his crimes. That is the very definition of betraying the queen of our land, and they must be brought to justice. So,
Why are
you
they
can
our enemy?
either do this yourself.
Father, why are they our enemy?
The queen decreed it so.
But why?
Make an insight check.
$11. I'm gonna put some stank on it. I'm gonna inspire myself on this.
Okay, go for it. I'm going to put some stank on it. That needs to be the phrase. I think just indefinitely. Whenever
Okay, now we're
bonus.
talking. That'll be a 17 total.
Okay. As you ask this, there is the smallest, almost imperceptible flash of red in his eyes for just a moment. They harbor arcane abominations. Their very existence is a stain upon this land. Queen Iadrithe means to bring this insult to heel. That is why we wage war. They defend their hypocrisies and their profane rituals. Their very land turns against them.
So why don't we let the land settle it? I mean, it seems that there's already safeguards for what they're doing, and wouldn't we save more lives just leaving them alone?
Their land is a ticking time bomb. If we do not step in, it is sure to erupt. As it already has. I don't know if you missed the tidal wave. But clearly this land cannot be left to its own ends.
I don't mean to upset you, Father. I just do we have any proof that they were the reason for the? I looked and I agree that it is arcane in nature. The clouds were of natural make, but
Son, I'm going to speak plainly. You have until dusk tomorrow to present this agent of the Lothorn lands and this tome. If you do not, if you choose to engage in the doubt of our beloved queen and have it corrupt your decision-making, then you do not deserve to serve at my side. You will be followed. You will be labeled a traitor. And if I must, I will bring you before the queen in chains myself.
I just want to, if I have to fight my family, my friends, I just want to be sure.
Then be sure, because your family needs you to do this. Now, I have business to attend to. I have a city to put back together after a torrential tidal wave. So if we are done,
Right, but the other thing that I came here for, two blueprints of one a flood a flood drainage system, and just some civil engineering stuff. Your soldiers will be able to make heads and tails of it, and it'll help. It'll help.
he accepts the blueprints and says, I would be a fool not to accept these, given how this day has gone.
You can't take back the swing of a sword, Father. I think it's healthy to question anyone that would ask you to swing a sword without certainty.
Given your perspective, a non-military man, someone who devoted his life to science and inventions, it is easy to say such things. But us on the battlefield, we don't question orders. We don't question decrees from our queen. We follow them to the letter, else people die.
I understand. And I'll leave you to it. I did devote my life to inventions, Father. War is an invention. He's gonna start to walk away.
He doesn't say anything. He just sits back at the desk.
I'm gonna head back to the tower.
Okay.
See, what makes it really good, right?
Yeah.
Is that you have to you have to take the eggs and you separate them, and then you take the egg whites and you whip them until they're like airy. So after you mix all of these combining ingredients, right? Your dries with your dries, then you incorporate the wets, you fold in the whipped egg whites. That's why they're so nice. Last bit, I'd say maybe about a half an inch thick oil layer, because that's what get those crispy edges. Plus, the sugar content that's in the batter, meeting with the whipped air egg whites, it just creates a beautiful pocket that holds in all of that glorious syrup. I mean, I feel like it's elementary, but not a lot of people know the science of a good pancake.
You hear
But does
Erin.
it have a mother's love?
Oh, Jesus.
No, it has butter in it. Why would you need? It's the
Oh,
same
that's fine.
thing.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You hear Avrin kind of go, I'm a waffle guy myself.
You are more than welcome to leave.
What? No, it's just a preference. It's not meant to be an
I'm
insult.
fucking with you. All breakfast foods are actually really awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big breakfast fan myself too. So,
Yeah.
I guess, given that you guys are the people that I'm sort of with now, do you have any recommendations on where I go, what I do with this thing?
No, I'm not even going to pretend. Maris? Maris is in the bathroom. So listen, what is your intent? Like, what do you, when you get to where you're supposed to go, what do you do when you get there?
I suppose try to find a way to end the bloodshed
Between your people and Cybal's people.
Well, yeah, I think it's pointless. I think it's just war for war's sake. I don't think there's any particular reason why Yadrathe would invade. They invented some sort of reason years ago, but I don't know. I guess I'd just like to see things return somewhat to the way they were, but I guess that's not really possible anymore.
Maybe you're sent here on like a parlay mission. Like you're supposed to be like, hey, stop it. Let's talk.
I don't think my master would entrust me with that. I've never been good with people necessarily, but it's something to think about, I think.
I mean, if you're gonna end the bloodshed, I mean, that's essentially telling people to not fight. A conversation should be at least the first step, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
As you're having this conversation,
I do have a question. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
What's your mother's name?
Damn it. We were just joking about this before the game tonight. Irina.
Lovely name. I'm done.
It's the only background lore I need to know. As you're having this conversation, Cybal, do you knock or do you just simply walk back in?
I'm gonna walk back in.
Okay. You hear the door to the tower creak open and then close just a few moments later.
Told you.
Avrin instinctively closes the book and holds it to his chest.
I guess we'll see
Cybal walks
what
up the
he's about.
stairs to the middle level where you guys are at.
Just gonna look at the book and then look at him holding it.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's going on, Sunshine?
Have we gotten a rest at all?
We'll say you've gotten a short rest, but not a long
Okay.
rest yet.
Cool. That's all I need. I think when Moroshi snaps his fingers, the armor comes on.
Cybal.
I need
Is this
him.
what we're about to do?
I need him. and I need you to let me have him, or else you'll be fugitives, and the full brunt of my father's army will come down on all of you. And I don't want that to happen. So
Bang, 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 bang. You hear pounding on the door of the tower, and you can hear silver spears outside. By order of Jasper Kingsman, General of the Iadrathe Sovereignty, and servant to his Queen Resli, everyone on these premises must step outside and be questioned.
Cybal,
please, please, just come outside.
Cybal,
Please. If
you ran home. No. I think we know exactly what's happening. You ran home to your daddy. And you said the mean man was beating me up. And so you came back with more bullies. Is that who you want to be?
you are harboring a fugitive, and if you continue this course of action, it is only good and proper that you be treated as the fugitive that you've chosen to become. I am asking you, as my friend, please stand down. Please let us apprehend the fugitive. Please.
And I am asking you, as a man, this is what you want to do?
I am a kingsman. This is my responsibility and duty to my queen and my land and my father.
Cybal, you remember this. And I'd like to put him in a rear naked choke.
Okay. I need Marosha to make an athletics check, and I need Cybal to make either an athletics or acrobatics check to try to escape the grapple. No. Oh, okay. Hold on.
No. It's not that good, but it's good.
Okay. All right.
I rolled
Marosha.
an 8.
Okay.
I rolled a 17, buddy, and that's without the modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Marosha, tell me how you get Cybal in a rear naked choke.
It's really just more so of like it's a swift movement. He like palm like force pushes your shoulder to where you just give up the next one, and he grabs it and he pulls you in the back. He's not choking you, but he's got you locked in, right? It's like one of those older brothers messing with the little brother, and they're like, I'm not gonna hurt you, but you're not fucking moving. Like it's one of those. And like in your ear, he's like, I'm not going to hurt you, but I'll be damned if somebody puts me behind a cage again. And then he yells out to the silver spears and he's like, if your kingsman is so strong, tell him to come get his son himself.
Marosha,
Nope.
I need you to know something.
Oh, you bitch. What?
I can fly again. And I'm gonna fly out the window.
Jesus. Okay.
Let's go, Noir. Let's go, Noir. Let's go tit for tat, bro. I am for it.
I am going to need a tinkering check from Cybal, as this is going to be like the strength of your flight to see if you can take off with him holding on to you.
Okay, I should let you know something about my tinkering. I do believe I get to roll that with advantage.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll an intelligence check because it's intelligence and I have proficiency with it, so I'm gonna use. Well, actually, hold on. I need to check one thing. I'm so sorry, guys.
You're good. You're good.
Put some stank on it. Put some steak on it.
I might have to put some steak on it.
Put some steak on it. Let's go.
Hold on. I need to check my heritage stuff because I'm pretty sure. Being proficiency.
But tack it on. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, I have expertise in my tinkering tool.
Okay.
So here we go. First roll is a 23, and second roll, and whatever I roll add 2 to it is a 24. So 26 total.
I have a question.
I may have an answer.
I'm gonna put some steak on it. I don't trust you. I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Okay.
Okay, so that brings the 24 to 28.
Can I make an opposed strength roll at advantage for the simple fact that I still got my monkey and they like to play with wires?
Oh shit. Okay. I will allow it, but your DC is that 28.
Fuck. Okay, let's see if I got enough stank. Let's see. So I would have to. Fuck it, we ball.
Ball up top, we got it.
We got it. Yeet. Oh, me, Cybal, and the monkey. We flying.
Okay. All right. Would you roll?
I rolled an 8.
You roll and I rolled on the straight.
That's fantastic. Okay. Hold on. I feel like I have to change a couple things here for the stream. We're gonna turn on combat music because at this point, I mean,
combat.
maybe not in the truest sense. Okay. Now this is also fun because we're currently we're down LB and hey, Maris has returned. Hello, my love.
Yay! Maris is now party mom and not real mom.
Okay. Maris, just to give a real quick recap, just in case. Cybal came back into the tower to announce that they would be considered fugitives if they do not hand Avrin and the book over. In the ensuing tense conversation, Marosha grappled Cybal, and Cybal took flight and is aiming to fly out the window. What are you doing in this moment?
Fuck that. I'm gonna do what I was gonna. I'm gonna do what I was gonna do before Marosha was like, "Let them go." I'm gonna cast. I think I have grapple. Hold on. I have a spell called Hold Person, and I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Oh shit! Are you casting it on Cybal?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Cybal, I need you to make a saving throw.
Gotcha.
I believe it's Constitution or Wisdom.
Wisdom 13 is your number.
I'm gonna treat this like
14.
quote unquote combat.
Fuck off. Can I use one of my luck points for it? Or am I not allowed? Because I'll use both of them for it.
Cybal is really trying to get the hell out of here. Like,
hold, please.
If not, it's totally fine. I will guiding bolt his ass.
fuck, I'm on his back. Well,
Oh, you're on his back.
like,
Well, then
yeah.
I
Hey,
guess
look.
it's okay.
I chose this, so fuck it. We ball. Do it.
Okay.
I
No,
can take
no,
a
no,
hit.
no.
I could take the hit. Like it's just yelling.
If I can't against saving throws, don't fucking worry about it. I will let it go for one. It tells a better story anyways.
Yeah, I'm looking at the rules for luck, and you can't force it on somebody else to roll a disadvantage or anything.
Okay, cool. That's totally fine. I'm just gonna be like, if you don't get back here right now, you're grounded.
Okay. Yep. The window shatters outward, and Cybal with Marosha on his back, and I believe his name was Benji the monkey.
Benji.
Clinging for dear life onto Marosha's cape, take off. Where do you go, Cybal?
I'm going to look at Moroshi and go, I believe I can hit the top of the stratosphere before I have a cooling issue and the thin air makes it difficult for me to breathe. But my helmet assists me with that, and you don't have the benefit of that. I'm gonna let you go on the top of the tower, but I need you to stand down, please. I need him.
The choke squeezes tighter to cut off the windpipe.
It's at that point, Marosha, make me an attack roll. This is not with your weapon.
This is like unarmed, right?
Yes, this is going to be considered a quote-unquote unarmed strike.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh.
Hey.
LB was like, screw this, and just set up the phone. I love it.
Chronicler, as a person who in their like day to day, right? You use your hands, and even outside, some would say in the ring, improvise with your hands in those matches. Am I correct?
Yes. Are you trying to get like improvised weapon proficiency? You know what? High or low?
Always.
We haven't
high.
done one of these in a while. High. That is a 2.
Well,
so I'm not going to grant you the improvised proficiency.
That's fine. You said it was one. I'm sorry. An unarmed attack.
An unarmed strike, yes. Which I believe is just your strength modifier in damage. You don't even roll dice with it. But you have to see if you hit first.
I was about to say, I have to see if I hit first. So that's a 12 plus 6.
Okay. Does an 18 hit Cybal's AC?
I have to take a look at it real quick. 1 second. I should know these things.
Forgets his character's name, forgets the AC. No, 18.
Oh, you just meet it.
Okay.
That's all I need. Cool. So all it's right. My aim is to cut the wind off.
Okay. Do your unarmed strikes, can you roll damage, or is it just your strength modifier and damage?
I can roll damage.
You can?
Yeah, I can. It's 1d4 plus 1d4 plus 4.
Handy. Pick up Tales of the Valiant, everybody. You can learn rules and changes like I am in the middle of a session. It's great.
Well, I'm pretty flat here too. So whatever you want to use, like if you want to do the modifier.
Let's do the strength modifier and damage, given that it's a grapple. You're not. I mean, unless you are fully punching him.
Well, no. So I'm like before it was holding him. Now I'm engaging. Like
okay. Just for some added fun with this, Cybal, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha. And I have something that I'd like to do after this, if I can.
After we handle Marosha, we're going to cut back to Gavel, because we have Gavel back, and LB was basically foaming at the mouth to jump back in.
And I'm gonna tell you something right now, Noir. You better not Mighty Morphin Power Rangers me and kick me in the nuts. He's so mad.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna Iron Man 3 you.
We can prefer the nuts. Let's do it.
All right, Cybal, give me that
I got
con
a
save.
17.
17. Okay. You do take the damage, but you
Mhm.
are not going to take disadvantage on your next action.
Gotcha.
We're going to cut back to Gavel. Gavel, are you with us, darling?
Hi, hello.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello?
It's a little fuzzy.
Hold on.
No, it's okay.
Oh no.
Thank you, chat, for
Okay.
bearing with us.
Okay.
LB is currently in a storm from hell right now. We want to make sure that we can
Yes,
let them play.
fine. Can you hear me better?
It's still a little muffled.
It's the same. Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like
It's just
your
like
your microphone has a hand over it, and you're speaking through your hand. But
I'm not doing that.
I should certainly hope so. So, Gavel, you had left the tower.
Mhm.
Where did you go?
I just went for a walk.
Oh,
He
you
went
sound
off
so much
and
clearer
just like
It'll make everybody happy.
good. Yeah, no, he was like, yeah, no, I'll take care of it, and then left. I just kind of walked down the street a little bit till he was out of view, and then decided to just kind of hang out and wait
Okay.
until Cybal came back because
Okay. It's at this
Yeah.
point, as you are turning around and starting to walk back, you see two things. One, you see a group of silver spears at the door to the tower banging to try to get inside and shouting orders
Mhm.
from Sybil's father. In addition, you hear
Okay.
the shattering of glass as you can see Cybal fly into the sky with Marosha having grappled and is hanging on very tightly.
okay. Okay. Gavel is the window that he went out of, is it on the side or the front of the building?
It's on the side of the building.
Okay. Can I assume that I cannot like go through these soldiers at the front, right?
You could certainly try.
I think that Gavel is going to attempt to climb up the wall and get out that way.
Okay.
Get up in.
The tower that way.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Good thing I just reworked my whole character today, so I don't need my character sheet.
It's totally fine. Everything's fine. Was it on alchemy that you have it?
No, I made a Google Doc.
Oh, got it. Well, shit. So give me that D20
No,
and let me know what you get.
Alchemy fucking ripped my computer
Apart and like my fans start busting.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
So dirty 20.
Dirty 20. With a deftness that you pride yourself on, you quickly climb up the wall and through the window, where you can see Averin and Maris looking out that same window just as you start climbing in. What do you do?
I don't know what's happening. I think that things have gotten a bit out of hand, it seems. So I think, as you said before, it'd probably be best if you just went with the guard. There's nowhere else you can go, right?
I don't know. And as he says that, Captain is still on Maris's shoulder, but reaching for the book, like panicked, like reaching real quick to try to get a hold of it.
Right.
Okay, so this book is important to you, little one. Perhaps if you went without the book, we could keep it safe. That would be a good compromise, right?
I think they want the book.
Right, but if they take him, then they'll be sufficed for now, and we can figure out what we're going to do later.
The
And
last
you have
thing
to fight
that
the town bell?
the last thing that Cybal had said is that if both me and the book aren't brought, then you guys would be labeled traitors.
Oh, well then we give them both.
No, we don't do that. Captain, do you... What you need? I'm gonna hold my hands out for the book. Can we just for a second?
You hold the book to Captain, and as you do, you can hear the pounding again on the door to the tower.
Norman! Sorry.
While that happens, we're going to come back to Marosha and Cybal. Cybal, it is your turn in this.
Cybal, I swear, if you don't land this hunk of junk, I'm going to kill you.
First off, this is not a hunk of junk. I have put a lot of work into it. Why don't you take a look for yourself? And I'm gonna grab Marosha, and the metal is going to flow from my armor onto Marosha, and you will now be wearing my armor. And then I'm gonna take my cane and hand it to you and turn it into a double maul, which is a heavy weapon. And then I'm just gonna push.
What?
He's weighing Marosha down and pushing him off.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, this is great. This is challenging me as a game runner to figure out how the fuck to make this work. Okay.
And I think he's also counting. I don't know if Marosha is proficient with armor, but you are now in full plate armor. Oh,
okay. Marosha. I need you to make me an intelligence check.
Oh, fuck you. Okay.
You made me make an athletics check, motherfucker.
You found it. You found the one thing. Nobody said this would include thinking.
I can't outstrength you. I gotta do something.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Intelligence?
Yes, intelligence check, please.
Okay. Sure.
And in case it wasn't obvious, no proficiency bonus. Just straight up intelligence check.
Yeah, it's all good. That's a 4.
Cool. So, here's what happens. You feel this cane go into your hand and immediately transform into a double maul, and you feel this like you the weight of the armor and the weight of the weapon just start dragging you down to the ground below.
Legit, you just hear it like it's
Physics, motherfucker.
Well, speaking of physics, hey Cybal, how high up were you guys?
I went my movement action twice, so we were on the top of the tower, and then 60 on top of that.
It's about
Oh, sorry.
let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's 160 feet in the air. Yeah. If we calculate the right angle, we can deduce the. No. Okay. Cybal.
Yes.
You transfer your armor to Marosha, and he starts to fall faster than you, but you also start to fall.
My jets are in my shoes.
Yes.
Okay. Why'd you sound like the Joker? Like the Mark Hamill Joker.
I will allow one action from Marosha before he plummets out of reach. Marosha, what do you do?
You know what? This is just like a cannonball. I'm a falling cannonball. So that's what I do. I tuck, and I get ready for the impact.
That's not at all how this works, Marosha. Just submit.
Okay. I'm in full armor. Huzzah! You've made one miscalculation, Cybal. Out of all that thinking and all that intelligence in the world, you forgot one thing. I'm an idiot.
God, he's right. I forgot that.
So, I am going to roll a percentile die to see if a thing happens. Maris,
Yeah.
you hold Champion out to the book. Champion, Captain, who touches the cover. And you all can see this glowing golden light that suddenly explodes out from the cover and envelops you in this golden light. Cybal and Marosha. Just before Cybal let go, there's this teeny little thread of golden light that wraps around your wrist and slowly envelops the both of you. Everything goes white. The sounds of the waves, and for Marosha, the sound of rushing air past his ears disappears. And you eventually feel every one of you land on soft earth. And as your vision slowly returns to normal, you are on a mountaintop overlooking a beautiful but broken landscape. Averin is with you. And he looks around just as you all do. You're all on solid ground. And he points and says, I think that's my home. You all have landed in the Shattered Ridge, the mountain range that exists in Lothorn. Captain passes out and just
My
starts to
baby.
fall. You
No.
catch him.
Gavel
Catch 'em.
vomit.
Yeah.
Am I dead? Hold on. Why are you all here?
No, you're not dead, and I'm just gonna recall the hammer and the armor back to me.
This sucks. Damn. I was really. Damn.
This was my chance, and it's I don't. Where are we? What? And I think I'm gonna.
It's at this point
Yeah.
that you feel this incredible burst of air as appearing before you is an elder spirit, not too dissimilar from the one you had found in the Adalshire Wood. And you feel this boom of emotion emanate from it. And the thought that enters your mind is one word: enough. This spirit, the wind, continues to form a torrent through you. And you see images flash through your mind. You see a city in ruins. You see a field of dead. You see a forest of flame, and then you see, burned into your brain, a vivid image of a gigantic door of light that's standing in front of it is a humanoid creature that is completely consumed in shadow. These visions assault your minds until they eventually cease. And the wind dies down just a little. Marosha, you can understand what the spirit is trying to tell you. Whether you desire or not, fate has selected you to prevent this land from being plunged into darkness. Something approaches, something that now has a gateway into this world. You are the ones that are supposed to end this calamity before it begins, before any more bloodshed falls upon this land. He who keeps the land has designated you as its saviors. The valiant ones have scattered to the wind, and the only means of survival exist amongst you. The wind dies down. The rest of you intercept the emotion behind the words, but you don't know specifically what they're saying. Only Marosha, given that there was a pact that was made, can understand what the spirit is saying.
Are we still on the mountain?
Yes.
Just kind of sits down. He's like, oh, jeez. Okay, well, I mean,
What the fuck just happened? I felt something. I'm not sure what it was. I saw things. And now we're here. Are we?
So apparently that wave of emotion is a warning. So it's a warning to us that if something's coming, something really big and bad and shadowy, and they have a way of getting to this land, and if we don't stop them, all of those things we felt and we saw is gonna happen. I may have gone blind. I think Gavel left. Gavel? Hello? No,
Gavel
yeah.
will say Gavel is coming to terms
Vomiting.
with that. Gavel's vomiting.
I just why is it this is like the third time? Okay. I'm pretty sure the spirit is either disapparated or disappeared. But Morose is gonna be like, okay, how? Just yelling into the sky. How do we do that? Hello?
No answer.
Fine. They never tell you how.
Cybal, where did you go?
I went to go fulfill my duty, and the double maul becomes a sword again.
And did you?
Not yet.
What do you need to do to fulfill it?
Points the sword Avril, I believe.
Mhm.
Avril. Avril. And he goes, I need to bring him in by dusk.
This nonsense again.
Do you think we'll make it there in time? Given where we are?
If I don't, then I'll be a fugitive to my people.
You do what you need to do, but if you're going to try to take him in, you're gonna have to get through me first. Eventually, Gavel, once he's done retching behind us, but first me.
Cybal, I know it's probably pointless to say it again, but I don't mean any ill will to you or your people.
You not get it? I don't care.
Then
I don't
why do it?
because you are the key to getting everything denied to me. I'm not stupid. I have no quarrel with you. I don't know you. I don't know your people. But you stand under a flag that my father has. You stand under a flag that represents our enemies, and so I have a job to do as a kingsman, as a citizen of my country, and as a servant to my queen.
What did they do to be your enemies? What is the requirement for that high esteemed title?
And I'm just going to put this out there too. And I don't know your father. I don't know you. But if you are labeled a traitor because you don't bring me in, was that specifically told to you by your father?
Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up.
No, let him speak.
Is that what he said to you? Averin is going to slap the sword out of the way and step right up to you. Say it. Say it.
I am going to swing if he gets in range. I'm sorry.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
Can I block that with my trident?
I got you. Don't worry.
Oh, I don't like that. That's not comforting at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, guys. Also, Ochek.
Oh no.
Okay.
Fuck me up. Fuck me up more.
Okay, in that case, we are going with a swing. 18 to hit.
As you swing, Averin throws up an arcane shield, and your sword bounces off of the arcane energy. Is that shield spell though? It's low level and it's a wonderful fucking spell. And I specifically was like, this motherfucker's gonna have it. Period. But yeah, he's going to still stand there and stare at you. He's not raising an arm. He's not retaliating. He's just staring at you. Anything for what you were denied, even if it means attacking somebody who means you no ill will, who has never done anything to harm you or your people.
You are my
I'm
enemy.
what? Under the flag of your enemy, right? Your enemy or your father's enemy?
You are my enemy. It's as simple as that. And anyone that chooses to side with you, even you, Maris, you are my enemy. If I have a responsibility that means something.
To your father or to your queen? Don't say both.
You would ask me to lie. To serve my father is to serve my queen.
Well, at this point, I don't know what else to do or say other than good luck. And he's going to turn with the book, and he's going to start walking towards one of the ledges to start climbing down off of the mountain.
You stay. I'm going to turn to Cybal. You go.
Gasp.
You find a stray and you toss everything away that quickly?
No.
Okay.
No, because I wanted you to stay. And Marosha wanted you to go earlier. I would never throw you away. But you, Cybal, would throw us away. For what? For your dad's approval that you will never get? You will never get it.
For my
You will never get it.
He swore an oath.
To who? Not to you, not to fatherhood.
If I bring him in, he swore that he would stand by my side as I kneel to our queen to claim my birthright.
Has he ever lied to you before? Have I ever lied to you before? I'll answer both of those for you. The first one is yes. The second one is no. You do with that information as you'd like, but you are a far, far way from where you need to be by dusk. And I suggest you start heading over there because you are going empty-handed. You are going to be a traitor. And you're going to wish you had me, Marosha, and Gavel there to support you as we have always done. This is the kindest thing I can do for you, as close to a mother as I can get for you. Or you can come with us.
I just want to make it abundantly clear. I will go with you, Cybal.
Thank you, Gavel.
Gavel, I'm trying to parent here. I've done this a few times. I've been around the block a few times.
Man.
All right?
No, LB. Oh, LB, I love you so much.
Gavel, take a moment to think about what you're saying.
I mean, Gavel's not wrong, which is what my stance was in the beginning. You want to be a good little soldier boy? You go, and you deal with those consequences.
I have to have him. I can't return empty-handed.
That's what you're going to be doing. Because again, you will have to come through me. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Ooh, and I will brandish my trident.
You watch, Cybal, as a flash of light slowly forms into the shape of a familiar halfling. This halfling has appeared once before at Maris's side, and you know that it is an image of her fallen son. Sword out, emotionless expression, but aimed, primed. It's at this point that I, as the DM, will step in with a question.
Mm-hmm.
Cybal,
Mm-hmm.
aka Noir.
Yes.
It's at this point in this conflict that I feel I must ask this question.
Yes.
And there is no wrong answer. We will have to discuss.
Oh,
how this
Cybil's not going to
works.
fight, if you're wondering.
Okay.
That's not the question I was thinking.
It was going to be, do we need to look at another character for Noir?
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
It is not.
We about
That
to
is
whoop
not.
that
Me,
ass.
that is not. That is not. That is
Oh,
not
you
the
think?
intent.
Is that what you think? Ah!
It's not. God damn it! This is not the intent. It is purely based on Cybil's beliefs and how this whole session and a half has gone.
Yeah. No, this was the breaking point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind,
Mhm.
I will now step back and let you continue.
I push Cybal off the mountain. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it looks like we have to roll with a new character for you anyway.
Again, idiot.
Defeated by an idiot.
Cybil's gonna see this happen and get into a fighting stance, and then just his eyes are gonna linger on the spiritual weapon, and the armor is gonna recede, and the sword is going to become a cane, and he's just gonna look Maris in the eyes. I thought we yeah, okay. I just gonna sit down.
I sit down next to him. Hey, it's none of this is easy. But as your friend,
Is that what you are?
let me finish. As your friend, I don't think you would be happy or proud of the person you would become if you went back to your father with this person. I think you are stronger and definitely wiser taking this position. And it won't be easy, friend. But you're not alone.
There is nothing I wouldn't have faced. There is nothing I wouldn't have found a way to build. There is no limit to the things that I was willing and ready to do to help all of you in the pursuit of whatever it is that you wanted. And all it took for all of you was a stranger. I will accompany you, but only because it is the most prudent and logical thing to do to get home. And when I return home a traitor and a failure, I will kneel in front of my father and I will beg for the death that I am due. Because you guys took a liking to someone that appeared from nowhere.
Why do you call yourself a stranger? I mean, you're right. You are willing to burn the entire world down for the acceptance of your father and the...
I am willing to burn the world down for my duty, for my responsibility. Why can't any of you see that?
It's exactly the reason why we're doing this, Cybal, is because we can. And that's not who you are. When will you see that?
I am a failure. I am an abject disappointment. I am the weak link in the chain, and I have been trying to build myself into something that matters. And I was almost there. I was this close.
To what? You blubbering idiot. To what? To the subjugation of what? The false love that your father is portraying upon you? Get it together, Cybal. He does not care. You do not matter to him. Because if you did, it would be him sitting in front of you, not us. Laugh. Please. Please do. Give me a reason not to throw you off this mountain, Cybal.
Please,
I swear.
Please do. Please do. You people think this is about my father's love. It's about the name. It means something. Kingsman. It means something.
I spit on that name, Cybal. It doesn't mean anything to me.
And that is why it is only on the whim of the spirit that you still yet live.
Then make your move, Cybal. I won't fight you. Earn your name. Come on. No, give me a moment, Maris. As like I see them coming up. Come on. I won't hesitate. I won't flinch. I won't block you.
I've been defeated. It's over.
I'm giving you an open. Come on, Kingsman. Earn your name. Right here. Right here. Where many have tried. Be the one. Come on. Why not? Your father wouldn't hesitate. What's the difference between you and him?
Because I will accomplish nothing.
Will you? You'll bring in a traitor. You'll be the apple of your father's eye. Come on, Kingsman.
You are worth nothing to us. Nothing.
But yet you're still here. Strike me down, Kingsman. Strike me down if I'm nothing to you. Us. Do it.
Marosha. That's enough. That's enough.
And Marosha stands up. And he looks at Cybal and he spits on the ground and he goes, Kingsman. Hell of a name. Just kind of walks away.
I'm gonna approach whatever Cybal's like sitting. You're sitting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah. I'm gonna drop my bag and open it up. And I'm gonna place a folded blanket, some snacks, a flask, and then I think about it, and then I take all of my rations out and I put them on top of the blanket with the others. And then a napkin. And silverware, and that's it. And then I fold it back up and I put my bag back on. And then I take my wedding ring off. And I hand it to you.
What am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know. But Valder and I created the most wonderful family. We loved all of our kids so much. Anything they wanted to be, they got to be. anything they accomplished, anything they failed at, we were proud. Let this serve as a reminder that I extend that same love to you. I'm not going to say whether your dad would do the same. I don't know him. Because I don't know that kind of parent. Valder certainly wasn't that way. But just know that if things don't work out with him, you still have a mother. And then I'm going to turn around and place my hand on the shoulder of
Erin.
Averin, thank you. I have to thank Avril Lavigne.
God damn it.
What do we have to do next?
He opens the book and flips through a couple pages, and in addition to whatever brought you here, you can see some words have been translated throughout the book. He finds a spot in the book right after the tidal wave. And there's a mural of what looks like a mountain that was broken in two spines of land, sort of just barely out of reach. Like a huge chunk of the land was taken away. And he points and says, "That's Southfell. It's northwest, or maybe west." And he looks on the horizon, and you can see in the distance those same land formations. It doesn't have much translated, but this is the next page. Maybe we could go there and see what's going on.
I think that's a brilliant idea. It would really be nice if we had a way to travel there quickly, like flying or flying.
As a point of order, as you guys are discussing next moves, Gavel just sits next to Cybal and says, "I will not leave him."
Of course not. Then stay. It's okay.
So, Averin says, I suppose we just go then?
Yeah, I'm hoping that if we start to go, then they'll follow because they, be lost or whatever. My kids used to do it when they were young. We would just walk when they started to have a temper tantrum, like walk away, and then they would chase after us. And I'm hoping that's what happens. I'm not sure though with Gavel.
Okay. Well. Yes, Cybal.
I have an ability called worldly wisdom.
Okay.
What does that do?
When I make a check to understand the purpose or significance of a building or to find cultural landmarks or cities, I get to add my proficiency bonus to the roll twice.
Sure.
So I'm looking to find the quickest way back home. And I would like to see if they're heading in the right direction.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Okie dokie. Also, sorry to interrupt. I just gonna roll. Nat 20.
Fucking A. Cybal, why are you the way
What do
that
you-
you are?
What do you want to know? It's all open to you.
Give me a moment.
I think we are walking towards the mountains, by the way.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Why are you the way you are?
You know
God
that
damn it, Sam.
you know that the simplest way
Mm-hmm.
would be through Eaglehold, which is one of the keeps of Lothorn in the northwestern uh, tip of the country. Eaglehold is directly across the Plimson Tides from the Mithril Bastion. Southfell is in that direction as well. Um, you know that Eaglehold was the first bastion to fall um, uh, when this war began. Um, the um, crossing of the Plimson Tides has become a sort of main avenue for the Eadrithe military to ferry across into Lothorn itself once that bastion fell. Um, it's reasonable to assume that, assuming you guys make it through some of the arcane oddities that make up the land of Lothorn, that you could make contact with somebody in the Eadrithe military after arriving at Eaglehold to then be ferried back to Eadrithe. As an additional, just sort of note, your uh, Gavel, as Maris and Marosha and Averin are planning, Gavel leans a little closer and just says, "We can wait for them to get ahead a bit before we go."
I didn't know I didn't know my mother.
Why not?
I don't like to talk about it. I'd like to think that she would have been like Maris before all this.
What, treating you like a child?
Caring about my happiness.
I'm pausing just to see if LB sends me another message just so that I can relay it.
I got you.
While waiting, we'll give LB a second because I know that she is watching. Thank you, LB. You are hilarious and wonderful and so devoted to still making this work even when technology refuses. The land around you, now that well, at least for now, tensions have eased, you start to realize that being in Lothorn right now is strange on multiple different levels. First off, Marosha, your spirit vision, uh, just there is this sort of latent energy everywhere you look. It is in the air, it is in the ground, it is in the plants, it is in the animals that you can see. And this land is quite beautiful in its chaos at the moment. As everything just sort of has that sort of ethereal glow whenever you activate your spirit vision, should you choose to. The air is uh, crisp while still being spring and summertime. It is the same feeling that you get right as you step out into an autumn morning. Just that teeny little shiver that goes up your spine.
It's
The
fresh.
wind against it's fresh, yeah. And you can see in this horizon, sort of matching what you've heard about this land, you can spot several natural formations that should not be. In the distance, you can see a waterfall where the water is floating up in reverse. You can see in the very, very far distance a pyramid that looks upside down, yet somehow still remains standing. In the northeastern side, you can see what looks to be another island, another part of Lothorn that is covered in this consistent shadow, this cloud that obscures any outside view. But Gavel will eventually say, "You have purpose in what you do. And if you wish to continue in the purpose, then you should. But you do have an opportunity, now that you're behind enemy lines, perhaps to do more. You can serve your queen from here, and maybe in doing that, gain a higher status than what your father was going to promise you. If that is what you want."
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Thank you, Gavel. I'll take that into consideration.
Before we continue, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break, because I did not feel at any point up until this moment that it would have been good to take a break, because holy shit. But before we stretch our legs, take our bio breaks, get some water, get some food, get some medicine, whatever we need to do, just quick reminders that Game Master's Guide is available for Tales of the Valiant right now, as well as the Kickstarter for Enter the Labyrinth, a multiversal adventure path from Kobold Press using the Tales of the Valiant system. So go and check those out. We will be back in about 10 minutes. Go do your thing, and we will see you soon.
I'm gonna go cry. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Internet. Before we jump back in, we do have a means of allowing our beloved LB back in, at least in audio form. So what I am going to do is, I'm going to do this. Give me one moment.
Hurricanes be damned.
And those were the first words that came through.
That's right. I'm back, bitches.
So thank you all so much for your patience. We have LB with us as Gavel. We are going to rock this audio method for the time being. Just for my sanity, Ian, say something.
Something.
Okay. It came through a little funky, but you're there. All right. Okay. So we return to the mountaintop. Gavel, you have the floor because you have been fighting with weather and technology for the majority of the night. Your points in this very heavy argument have gone unheard for the most part. So you are currently sitting next to Cybal on this mountaintop, while Maris and Marosha and Averin come up with a plan. What do you do?
I think at this point, decisions have been made, and I think that Gavel has said to Cybal, like, if you want to, you have a purpose, and you are trying to fulfill that purpose, and I think he'll maybe, as if they're far enough away, Gavel will just say, I understand honor and serving your people. That's what I do with mine. I am out here and I am fulfilling their code. I am following the rules. So, I understand that they have strong feelings, and I don't agree with the way they went about it, but I I understand and I agree with you, if that makes a difference.
It makes all the difference in the world.
I'm
And
sorry I was quiet. Sometimes it's hard to speak up when I don't understand social cues.
it's fine. And the thing that is almost comical is the way that they're reacting. I'm very used to it.
I thought you said you didn't have a mother.
They're not acting like my mother.
My mother and my father both trained me in fighting, and it was rigorous, and they taught me lessons by, well, when I failed, I had to practice more, and if I lost a combat, I had to find a way to win the next time. And if you are looking to win the next fight, I think you can have a moment to be in this space. But I know you are strong enough emotionally and intelligent wise to move forward and find the next answer.
Gavel, I think the only way that I win the fight against them is by doing something that I desperately don't want to do.
Well, you're not going to win them in a physical fight, if that's what you're talking about.
I've studied Marosha. As I do see some holes in the technique, and some.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And there are some means that I could take advantage of. Very, very reckless individual. And I think that there's only so much that I would need to be able to withstand before an opportunity would inevitably open itself up for a lethal blow. I haven't completed the math. I've started it, but I haven't completed it.
Right, but is that the best course of action?
I don't know. I hope not.
I think for the time being, at least for now, we are in, as for you, in enemy territory, and you're going to need to move cautiously, because getting home, which is, for the record, what I want to do, I don't want to be here, is going to take a little bit more tact than fighting. I don't think I've ever said that before.
I think we're all saying things that we haven't said before today.
Well, use your brain, figure out what you want to do and what the most wise course of action is, and I'm never one to deny somebody their honor or the purpose. So I'm not going to stand in your way, and if others do, you have a hand behind you. Two, actually.
Thank you. So, Maris tried to cast a spell on me, and I've been working on reinforcing the armor to be resistant to basic arcane energies, and I felt the grip of it on my body, and the resistance worked. I programmed it only a couple of days ago, and it came in. It's not important. I need to think about anything other than.
Right. No, if that's, just go on, please. I'm understanding what you're saying.
Well, it all began when I went to the tower and I saw the runes and hocus pocus nonsense. But there are some patterns that I recognize that aren't magical. It's just engineering with extra steps that they don't bother to understand. But it's
Mhm.
so if you take the basic elements of their runes in their
Mm. Mhm.
somatic components, and you can build in resistances, and he shows you the armor. There's
Yeah.
some etchings.
Mm. Yes, I do. I do have. I do not have the capability, but there are those in my following that can stop people from casting spells, and there's always a way around it, right?
There's a means to stop people from casting.
Yes, of course. I mean, if you're fighting them hand to hand, they have to use their hands to cast magic, right?
This is true. I should build a
So,
net.
oh well, they can still. But if you break their fingers, I'm just saying
Oh,
there are techniques. I mean, but like
I don't want to break
there
nurses'
are
fingers.
no, of course not. They're very useful. But on the other hand, there are techniques that you can learn to when somebody begins to do the hullabaloo where they're moving their hands about and using the words to punch them in the throat, perhaps like hit them in the chest. You know, there are ways to get around magics, which I find very useful.
Starts just
I did not
right.
take this feat, but it is a feat you can take.
Starts to write down these notes like punch them in the throat with their hands. Oh,
Jesus. As this conversation is happening, I would like to ask everybody. The sun is starting to set at this point. After a extremely trying day, not only amongst yourselves, but with this spontaneous travel, thanks to Captain. What do you guys do? Right now, you are in the center of the Shattered Ridge, which is the mountain range that goes from north to south through the now broken kingdom of Lothorn. What do you guys do?
I almost clicked the wrong microphone. I would like to look at Marosha and kind of like nod back to Gavel and Cybal and say, one's very clever and one's very strong. But would they make it through the night if we left? That's what I thought. Yeah. All right. I'll handle. I'll turn back and I'll say, well, we can't leave anyways. Would you look at that? The alpenglow has suddenly skipped us and it's getting dark. We certainly couldn't make it anywhere without you two. So we are going to just stay here for the
Gavel leans into Cybal.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird, right?
Very awkward. I think we're being guilted. I mean, I do feel guilty.
Cybal,
I'm still very
get out
upset.
of your thoughts and unmute in Discord.
God damn it! No, because I think we're being guilted. I don't know. I feel guilty. I'm still furious at them, but I think they need us.
Right. I mean, I have survived on the road for months on my own. They probably need some help hunting, finding bedding.
And sometimes when I'm bored, I like to memorize maps. So.
Well, do you want to help them?
No.
All right. No, go ahead. It's fine.
No,
Well,
well-
I mean, you'll be fine on your own. I mean, Mirosh is a very strong individual. We're just going to make camp here, and I will hunt for food. Go on. Then he does like a shoe motion with his hand.
All right, fine. It just kind of Russia turns around. All right, whatever. Fucking, I just shit.
Marusha! Marusha!
What? They say they
We
don't
have
need
to
us.
st-
No, they
we
don't need
can't
us.
go! It's too dark. We can't go.
Averin sighs. And chooses to walk back towards Cybal and Gavel, and he takes a seat.
Cybal is daring daggers at this kid. Like,
He's not meeting your eyes. He is not engaging. He is merely sitting.
That's understandable. Marosha doesn't know how to do anything but fish.
Fish holds a lot of protein.
Not on a mountain, bitch.
I'm not going. And then, like, as like a Marusha's having a temper tantrum. That's what it is.
Mhm.
I can't believe that I'm the youngest one here, and yet I'm the one who's trying to convince you all to fucking band together.
Well,
How old are
I
you?
certainly don't appreciate the language.
19.
I'm
Oh.
not banding anything. I can't play any instruments. I'm
Yeah,
not
well,
banding
all I
anything.
know,
Marosha.
based on context, is that you guys were friends, and you're having a bit of a problem now because of my existence, and that, trust me, I'm already wrestling with that guilt. But right now, we're on a mountain, and you've got two different camps refusing to work together in order to get out of this place alive. So I'm refusing. I refuse. I refuse leaving until you all find a way to talk with each other, at least for now, until inevitably Cybal arrests me and brings me back to his father, or until something else happens. But the point being is that you just fucking figure it out, because this is bullshit. And if I had known I was coming in between all of this, I would have told my master to just keep me in the tower so I could have died with him. I didn't choose
That-
for this. So
That would have solved a lot of problems.
yeah, great. I'm really glad you think so, dude.
Okay.
I don't even know who your fucking name is. But the point is, just fucking figure it out. Because I'm not sitting here with two different camps fighting each other all night.
Everybody, just okay. You know what we need? And I'm gonna hand everybody a Snockers. You're all really
I
angry.
fucking hate you so much. I hate you so much.
That took me a second.
You're all so angry. Listen, there's melatonin in this one, so it's a nighttime snack. Everybody just
I hate you
relax.
so much.
Are you
Okay.
kid drugging us?
No, no, no.
Sorry, I don't. I feel like you know this by now, but I do not eat sugars.
There's no sugar in this one.
it's the
In a
sugar-free
chocolate
Snockers.
bar.
I like scrape off the nutritional facts, like where it says sugar, like 39 grams. Like, see, no
Jeez.
sugar, sugar free.
Jesus.
Thou art
Right.
thyself when thou art angry.
All right, look.
Dear knave, you're a bit tempted. Might as you nourish yourself
With the Snockers.
with a Snockers.
Oh my god.
Gavel will get up and. Do you think, Cybal? Do you think it wise if I go talk to Marosha? Calm him down.
Sure, yes. Like, when he says that the whole time, he's just looking at Averin. You
Mhm.
should go there.
Averin.
I'm just telling you, you
Mhm.
shouldn't kill him here because it'd be atrocious to carry him the whole way.
I only need his head.
Oh,
Like,
well, I'll leave it up to you then.
We are gonna fight. We are gonna fight.
Gavel moves down to where Marosha is.
That cut through the character into Ian. Oh, I'm gonna hurt you.
You know, we were talking about Ian coming to PAX Unplugged. Maybe we need to rethink this now.
Let's go.
Go ahead, LB.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah. What?
It's just, yeah, no, that's it. What? Yeah, hey.
Yes, it seems you're quite upset about the things that have transpired today.
Listen, right now's
I'm-
not really a good time, Gavel. I mean, there's nowhere soft to lay. My back hurts, and I'm very
Oh, I'm not
angry.
trying
I
to.
don't-
I figured you'd need some recovery after the session, but no, that's not why I'm approaching you this time.
What is it?
We are in a foreign land. We are without food and water. We are without knowledge of why we are here. In my opinion, it would be unwise to venture off on your own. Maris doesn't want the group to leave, and she will stay with us if necessary. You going off on your own because you're upset may feel good in the moment, but in the end will probably not be great for you. So maybe we spend some time out here. You can be upset. We could spar and then go back and sleep with the group.
I'm not upset. I will be fine. I have 14 packs of boule. There's an upside down waterfall right there and a handful of beef jerky. I will be okay. It's not me, it's him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I
So
just
what
don't-
are you going to do about it?
I tried to do something about it. I just don't understand, Gavel. I don't understand why he doesn't see how great he is already.
I
It's
think-
terrible to watch.
I understand. I do, because I think with Cybal, he has spent his whole life in the service of the crown and trying to appease his father. That is something that is in his soul and is part of his honor. If you try to rip that from him, he will not take it well. He will take it fighting. I'm not saying that you should. I don't think that you should, because if you tried to do that to me, I would hurt you a lot.
I tried
But-
to do it. We ended up flying out of a window, which was fun,
Right.
but still.
God damn it.
Well, the tactic that was used didn't work. Perhaps showing him a different way, a more subtle and long-term way, will work better.
So I should break his arm while he's asleep. He doesn't see
That-
it. It's long
What part of that
term.
is subtle to you?
He's asleep.
Mm. All right. I can't
I'm
believe
just-
I have to say this, but I don't think fighting amongst ourselves in our current situation is wise. Yes, he needs to get the understanding that he is intelligent and he is strong in his own way, but he needs to learn that. He cannot be told that, because that is not how he is going to learn. We need to show him that he is strong and show him that the respect that he needs is within, not without.
I feel like I've been trying to do that. Like I understand it, and yes, I'm very angry right now. And no, I'm not gonna storm off into the mountain by myself because there's no water here. I don't really know my way unless it's a large body of water. But it's just very difficult to
I understand.
see. how else do you tell an intelligent, or how else do you teach an intelligent person than by telling them? And if they don't get that, like, isn't that how you become smart? By reading books? Like, it's just...
Right. Okay. Well, think of it this way. When you are learning a new fighting technique or a new spell, whatever it is that you do you learn it on the first try? Or does it take time to learn?
I don't do spell. It takes time.
Right. Okay. So he needs time. There was a lot of emotions that happened. He needs to recover from those emotions. He needs to then start by planting the seed of self-esteem. And then once that has flourished, he can believe in himself. But you can't just put a seed in the ground and yell at it until it grows.
Just the thought is funny enough.
Fan
I mean,
art.
to be fair,
We need fan art.
using loud music with seeds does help, but it doesn't happen overnight.
It's, I get it. I get it. It's been... Oh shit, my headphone. But it's been so long with him. It's been so absolutely long. And the
now-
amount of times that we've pulled ourselves out of whatever shenanigans, as he likes to refer to them, because they are, simply because of his wit and his tact and his intelligence. You would think, but you're right. I understand. I'm just a little upset.
That's understandable. Right. Well, now he is out of his country. He is not within the realm of his queen and his father. He can perhaps have some more room to grow. But if it comes down to it, and he wants to continue his place after all of this in the King's Guard, then we have to respect that.
I will punch
Because
him.
we cannot tell him what to do. Just as I would not tell you to stay off a ship.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. Everything's fine.
Is it? Alright, I believe you. Gavel does believe him.
Marosha's trying to believe himself, like that
Mhm.
everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'll go back.
Alright. But the next time we find a tavern, I will try to, again, if you'd like.
So, question for you all. When you travel, do you keep your bedroll and everything with you or no?
Yes.
I'm very glad you asked. Yes, I
You
do.
muted.
Because
Simple.
Dude, where's that coming from?
No, I keep unmuting the wrong thing. I'm very glad you asked. All my toolkit is in my cane, so I can just conjure it up.
Okay. Marosha?
I sleep bareback on the ground.
You just raw
Not
dog it
gonna-
every night.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
hold
he
on.
does.
Just need to flush my brain. It's fine.
I sleep
Yeah,
bareback
fine.
on the ground.
It's fine.
Gavel
Yeah,
would know.
saying it slower definitely helps.
My back is bare on the ground. Okay, I know it's a
Yeah, it's great. No, it's fine. No, let's say it
Yummy.
even slower.
Yeah.
A
Keep going.
shirtless
Okay.
orc laying in the dirt?
I
Don't
have
you
a
dare.
very long routine to where at the end of every night I disrobe
Now it's
And I-
ASMR. I love it.
and I neatly fold them in a corner.
You know what?
And I start with one knee
Mm-hmm.
and then I hit the other knee.
Oh, that's so weird. He got muted. That's so crazy. We're in Discord audio now, buddy.
Can't believe it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't hear you. I
Oh,
can't hear whatever
no.
ASMR bullshit.
There it
All right,
goes.
you're
There it
unmuted.
is.
So,
That's funny.
given that the majority of you have your supplies with you, I I assume you guys set up like a rudimentary camp for yourselves on this mountaintop. Okay.
Yup.
Yeah.
As night falls, do you guys keep watch at all?
I'll keep watch.
That
Oh,
would be
for sure.
smart. Forgot about that.
Okay. Cybal,
Mm-hmm.
it is your watch.
Oh boy.
You can feel the breeze and the chilly air atop this mountain. You can see in the distance, dotted along the landscape, several small glowing embers. You realize that those are villages. Villages that were at one point happy, free, contented, but still under the banner of your enemy, that are now razed to the ground. What do you do?
Cybal is just tinkering with these flat discs. That's what actually allows him to fly. It's less propulsion and more anti-grav, and he's just making a couple. And all eyes on Averin. And I think he's just gonna quietly call everybody's name to see if anybody stirs or responds.
I'll leave it to the dice. Maris, make me a
Yeah.
perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna say I could sleep anywhere after having my kids.
I kind of assumed.
Just gotta test the waters just to be sure.
Oh, also,
Nice.
Erin, you are active in VDO and not in Discord.
Got it. Did the wrong one. Everybody gets one. All right. Perception with
noticed that.
disadvantage. Yeah, that's okay. Boop boop. And hold on, I gotta get the. Oh, that was a 22. Let's see. I'll still take a 17.
Okay. You can hear Cybal saying people's names to see if anybody's awake.
Maris. Rosha. Gavel.
I'll also offer the same to Marosha and Gavel to see if they can hear this.
I elect to fail.
Okay.
I rolled a 1. I'm fast
Okay.
asleep.
I'm gonna give
Man, traveling through space and time is tough.
because I should have mentioned this earlier because of the fucking bomb RP that has been happening all night. Everybody is going to already gain 2 luck.
Woo!
Marosha, for electing to fail, you may take an additional luck. Gavel, because you rolled a natural 1, you also can take.
No, stop giving me luck.
Use it then. I don't know.
I rolled once in the last 2 weeks.
So, continue.
Anybody? I think he's going to get up from where he's sitting and start walking over to where everybody is sleeping and kneel down next to Maris and then grab Maris's shoes. And then he's gonna put the device on the bottom of them. Then put them down. Walk over to Marosha. Put the disc on the bottom of the shoes. Put them down. The same for Gavel. And then when he gets to Averin, Averin.
Go ahead.
He's going to kneel down and whisper something into Averin's ears, and I'll send it to you later. And then put the discs on the shoes.
Why don't you go ahead and tell me now? Because
Mm.
Averin also rolled a 17 on his
Oh.
perception check.
Not right now, not like this, but the blade still comes.
As you reach for his shoes, you see there's a little bit of a glow that hits your eye, and you look and see Averin holding a magic missile in his hand. I have done nothing to you. And unless you would like to plummet from this mountain, you will remove your devices from your friend's shoes.
No,
And Maris, you can hear this.
no, I don't think I will.
He lets go of the spell. Unlike you, I have integrity. And I wouldn't murder somebody in cold blood, no matter how much they seem to deserve it.
And that's why your home is in embers.
I would like, at this moment, to, and this is a question for the DM, I want to cast Inflict Wounds, but I want it to have a Maris spin. I would like it to be like a slap in the face.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
it's when Cybal says that, I want him to feel what feels like a mother's hand, like popping him across the face.
I am going to need you to make a melee spell attack roll.
Yep. It's an 8. I will.
You can spend luck to re-roll a d20.
I will do that.
You spend. You can spend 3 luck to re-roll a d20 used for the check.
Did I get? I think I only have 2 luck.
I
Right?
gave you 2 luck just throughout the session. If you
That's
had any luck
right.
prior, then
I did.
you
Okay.
you should have enough.
I will do that.
Okay.
Yep, I'll take that as a 20. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Oof.
All right. Do you want to roll damage, or is this purely for effect?
No, purely for effect and on purpose. It's like one of those things where I could hit harder and fuck you up, and I'm doing it mostly so that you would just stop what you're saying and notice that I'm there.
Okay. Cybal, you feel this ethereal slap across your face. Hard enough to almost knock you to the ground.
So we'll all be traveling faster tomorrow. You'll all be able to fly.
I'm going to stand up and approach Cybal, like stand behind him. And also for flavor, I'm going to use my last first level spell and cast Healing Word as I put my hand on his shoulder.
Slaps it away. You made your choice.
Go to sleep. I'm going to say to both of them. And then go back.
Averin curls back up in his bedroll, still holding the tome to his chest. And he is still glaring daggers at Cybal, but he doesn't say or do anything else.
Cybal's not even laying down. He's just kind of sitting crisscross Just glaring right back.
As the night passes, Marosha, do you take a watch?
Yeah.
As you are seated on the mountain, you feel someone sitting with you. And at first, it's like they only exist in your peripheral vision, electing not to be looked upon directly. You know this. You'd have to catch him in a very happy mood to want to be perceived so boldly. Well, well, well. Quite some fun you've gotten yourself into. Oh, don't what? This is just prime opportunity for someone like me to stir the pot a little bit more, don't you think?
You couldn't have picked a better time to show up.
Oh, you are perfectly correct. I don't think I could. In your peripheral vision, you can see a vaguely humanoid creature with a deep green, almost mottled skin, with piercing white eyes and a singular antler horn that protrudes from his forehead. And as he sits, the wind sort of gently batters his robes that sort of billow in the breeze. And he has a singular, like braided, almost like Viking mohawk tail. So, the question is, do I force one to kill the other now? Or do we wait just a little bit longer to let it simmer?
Don't. Come on.
Or what?
Knowing that they're still in the peripheral, Marosha closes his eyes, and then he activates his sight, and then he slowly turns his head to look at them in their face. And he's like,
Oh. Go ahead.
don't. Not these people.
Others have died for such a disrespect. But fine. I will allow you and your compatriots a night of peace, but know that at some point I am going to twist the blade, and I will laugh while I do.
As if making me blow up my only means of transportation wasn't enough.
I was bored, if we're being honest. But this, whew, you almost don't even need my help. You've already got a powder keg. All you need is a little spark. But you know what? I entrust that responsibility to the dogmatic devotion to one's name and queen and nation. No, no, no. You don't need my help. If anything, I can sit back and watch and enjoy it.
You know, I would almost consider you a friend. And he's still looking at him like dead in his face, because this moment, this doesn't happen. You know, if it wasn't for the sight that Mercer just got, he wouldn't have been able to do this. I almost consider you a friend. one thing I truly hate. How dumb I have to act around everyone else to cover up the shit you make me do.
Dance, puppet, dance. Although, truth be told, if you're saying that we're some sort of friends, I am he who lies. You have a name. You are unremarkable. You are a worthless mortal who has no place in the fabric of fate that lies before you. So, while I... Oh, quiet, dog. While I lavish myself watching this little circus, know that it only gives me pleasure to watch you debase yourself time and time again. And one more thing. If you ever look upon me willingly, ever again, I will kill them. I will kill them while you watch. And while you are helpless, powerless, you will watch them die. Consider this a mere gift amongst friends. And with that, his image disappears like a fog on the wind.
Marusha keeps his head in the same direction where he disappears, and he's like... Notices that he's like white knuckling the ground. He's like, I got a name. I'm he who pisses.
I hate it. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh my god, this is so good. Yo, what class are you, dog? Like,
Ooh,
yeah,
boy.
Yeah. Hold on.
I know
Hold on,
something you
though.
don't.
That was
I know something that you
can't.
never
I
know.
can't with you.
that was like one of those
This
fucking
whole time, I mean, we
horny
go- I'm
ass
like,
Baldur's
wait a
Gate
second.
3 with like the
I have no
fucking
idea what class
guardian
this motherfucker
scenes.
is.
And I just imagine this half orc lying bareback
Oh,
on the ground like
that's
this,
awesome.
white knuckling it as like this
Let's just-
fucking
We're done with the
fuck
civil stuff. I
is
just
like,
want your stuff
I
now.
will kill you all. And I'm like, yes, please. This is great. Oh boy.
Well,
Anyways.
before we wrap up tonight, first off, I let the party know during our break they will be gaining a level. They are going to be level 5. We are going to just set up a raid. But before we sign off, let us go around and reintroduce our players, starting with our beloved and absolutely determined as fuck LB.
Hello, that's me from my phone during a hurricane. Hey guys, I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Instagrams and the Twitters. I'm Hack Recklessly on Twitch and YouTube and Spotify, where we will be streaming some more horror games tomorrow night. Sunday we'll be back doing our level 16 D&D campaign. We're in the end game, so it's going to be a lot of battles coming up. Just for you guys as a little treat, I made a pack of irradiated people. They're swarms, so that's going to be fun. And then my whole schedule's up on Twitter if you want to check my stuff out. I'm very much enjoying this game, so much so that I had to do this. I had to say something. That's me.
Well, thank you so much, LB. Your determination is unparalleled. Up next, we have Ian.
Hey, everybody. I'm Ian. Or your boy Big on all social media. Of course, I played Marosha. If you want to know what I'm doing next, follow me on Twitter. I have a lot of things that I pop up in and or around. So, you know, come and vibe with your boy. That's it.
All right. Up next, we have Noir.
Hello, everybody. I'm not doing this. What class are you in? Like, I this whole time. What class are you? What's going on? What are these secrets?
We will discuss a little bit after. Tell the people who you are, Noir.
Fine, fuck it. Hi, everybody. I'm Noir. I played Cybal. He and I both go by he, they. You can find me all over the internet as The Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and my website, The Noir Enigma or Noirville.com. Takes you to the same place. Yeah, you can find me tomorrow over on Gen Con TV, where I host Table Takes, a new show for all things TTRPG, and I want to know all the secrets. Last thing is I'm doing Start Playing Games, so if you would like to have me as your GM, I GM D&D, Marvel Multiverse, and Star Trek, and the first game is free. Here's the link, bingo bango. That's it.
All right, and Erin.
Hi, me. Hello, I'm Erin My Laundry. I'm a cozy horror streamer here on Twitch. I am, loving it. What do I do? Philly by Night. That's a thing I do. It's on Ain't Got Crit, and also the TTRPG Collective. If you're not a member of the TTRPG Collective, what are you doing? Get over there. We're about to have a birthday bash. It's gonna be great. And that's it.
Okay. And oh Jesus, Ian, what? Oh no. And I am Kujo. I have been your chronicler for this evening. Typically, you'll see me in a different regalia, but today we have merch, so I decided to wear the merch. Speaking of which, you can go on to my Linktree, which should be attached to my Twitch and my social media under Kujo Plays Games, to access all of my socials. You can find me at Kujo Plays Games or Critic Chronicles. Starting this Sunday is going to be a 4-part horror miniseries of Kids on Bikes with the Whispers of Sarah. On Wednesdays, you can catch me on Nerd Immersion with LB. We are playing some D&D 5th edition. 2024 D&D now.
Hell yeah.
And in November, there's going to be another long-term campaign that'll be going as well. I may have mentioned it before, but we're gonna keep it secret again, just because why not? I guess that's how secrets work, right? And in the meantime, you can find me at PAX Unplugged. If you are going to the convention, feel free to come up and say hi. I'd love to sit and chat with you. I also welcome hugs. So yeah. We are going to go ahead and get a raid set up for Arc Light Court, who is playing some tabletop RPGs. Arc is a wonderful, wonderful human. We played some Monster of the Week, and yeah, it was great. But to everybody who tuned in tonight, thank you so much. You are loved, you're appreciated. We're also 6 followers away from the big 500. Once we hit 500, a big thing will happen later this year. But in the meantime, be nice to each other. We love you. We appreciate you. We will see you later. Bye, everybody.
Pay your artists. Bye.